Morning, YouTube. So, I said we were going to give you a little bit of a rundown on exactly what we had going on here. Like I said, the basic setup. And I just wanted to go through and basically show how we start a morning. So, obviously, just like everybody else, we woke up, did our bathroom routine, went and made coffee. Got that going right now. Sitting here and got that one sitting right by the side. So, got that sitting here at the computer, but before I do anything on the computer, I do have yesterday's video that I did. I've still got to edit that up so we can get that uploaded. I want to go through and show you I want to show you the setup that we've got here in the office. So like I said, you're doing this journey with us, so you are going to see how we constantly evolve. Now, you notice from the original video that I did, the introduction video, that things have changed a little bit. Somebody put baby in a corner. But it's all right. Like I said, we had to relocate some things here in the office. We had a queen size bed that we played Tetris with and actually got it in the closet. Pretty big closet. Our closet that we have over here has got a little step up and goes over the staircase. And it was actually tall enough to fit a queen-size mattress in there. Now, everything that was already in there, we had to play Jenga and Tetris with, but we got it in there. So that's all there, just in case we ever need to break it out for company and get it going there. But yeah, I believe, have a semi-resting point as of right now. Not a bad setup. Will definitely be evolving, but not a bad setup. And then I also wanted to show and talk a little bit about one of the few things that I do in the morning that has really made a difference personally in my life. So a morning routine. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of mentors that have talked about the first thing that they do in the morning is they start out with the gratefuls. And by gratefuls, they mean pen and paper. They write down their gratefuls. So it would be, I am so happy and grateful now that, speaks in the present tense, and then you put whatever it is. Now, this is not going to be something that you come up with automatically. It's going to take a little bit to evolve and everything else, but it is things that you are grateful for or things that you desire, okay? Things that you are pulling towards you, okay? I want to have this wonderful physique, and so one of the first things that I'm doing is I'm writing that into my gratefuls. I know it's going to take work. It's not just going to be writing it down on a piece of paper and it magically happens, but it will naturally put me in alignment with that. So one thing we have to remember is that we are very creative beings, okay? We've got thoughts, we've got dreams, we've got desires, you know. I mean, going to space. At one point in time, we didn't even know how to fly. But it was a thought that was in someone's head. And that is the quickest way for us to create things, is to take a thought, use a pen, and put it on a piece of paper. Now, I know we're in today's day and age of computers, but back in the day, the easiest way for someone to understand what you were doing was to draw it out. Think of it like construction plans, drafting plans for like mechanical drafting. You see houses, you see commercial buildings. All of that back in the day was drawn by hand. It was taking a thought that was in someone's head, using a pen, putting it on a piece of paper, and sketching it out. This is the first step of creating. You are taking something that is mental, spiritual, ethereal, does not exist, and by putting it with a pen on a piece of paper, it's a first step to bringing it into existence. Okay? Then someone takes the plan and goes, yeah, I can build that, that's not a problem. They go and choose whatever medium that they're going to use, and then they go through, buy the plans, and they build it. The next thing you know, it comes down the assembly line. Like I mentioned before, I used to design lawnmowers and log splitters. This was a plan that I had in my head. It was something that I designed. They said, this is what we want, and I said, okay, let's go through and let's make it. And I went through all the different revisions, I put them out on paper, and then I went to the different departments and I said, this is what we need. And they were able to go through based on the plans, and they were able to create what I saw in my head. Give it, log splitter took about anywhere between three days to a week for all the departments to come together. Took anywhere from about 3 days to a week for one unit to come through, and then after that we just started the assembly line. So we had to obviously do a test phase to see the first one come down, but after long designing and revisions and everything else, what I saw in my head, put on paper, communicated to a group of people, I saw the first log splitter come down the line. Something that I had seen in my mind was now sitting right in front of me. You know, one of my mentors says, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And that rings true to so many things. I've got so many examples of being able to just sit there and think about, man, you know, how nice would it be to go to Vegas? Just to see the strip, or how awesome would it be to fly a plane, to just have the yoke in your hands and be able to look out and see that. All of those things were once just thoughts in my mind. And I put them down on paper and I wrote them out day after day, every day. This is what I do every day. I start my day out like that. If there's something that I want, I write it out in a grateful. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have whatever. Now that I have transformed my body to meet my ultimate purpose. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have multiple sources of income that flow to me, ever increasing quantities on a multiple basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities on a daily basis. Just whatever. Write them out. And day after day after day. See, that if you write them out day after day and you read them over and over and over, even if it's a lie, your brain still recognizes it as truth. And it'll continue to bring you to the steps to get you where you want to go. That's how we start our morning off here. Like I said, cup of coffee, sit down, write our gratefuls. Once those are done, then we'll get into business. Now, obviously, I'm doing this video beforehand, but still, this is the normal routines. Real quick, I'm going to show you the setup of the apartment, or not the apartment, but the office here, and then yeah, we will sit down, write our gratefuls, and get the day started. All right, so there's Honey's shoes. So basically, this is the setup we got. Just a regular room. We've got one chair. We got all of our movies and stuff over there. Honey likes the Minions, so we got that. Got to have something for the kitty to play on. But this is our basic setup. Like I said, we've got the movies and games and stuff like that. We've got this. I've got my computer set up here. She's got her laptop over on here. So we sit side by side. But like I said, as of right now, and then the camera goes right up there on top. You can see top of my monitor, I've got my Stormtrooper or Speeder helmet right there. My GoPro goes right up there on top. So that's the basic setup that we have right now. Like I said, all the magic happens right there. She's got stuff on her side, gaming and streaming that she's doing, and yeah. So that's basically it. Like I said, basic setup, basically, and like I said, these are the very first steps. We're gonna evolve from here. I mean, we would like to have an actual desk, not just be working off the table. To have a computer desk. That may be one of the things that we throw in the projects. We've been talking about doing that. We'll show you guys how we go through and map up the dimensions, and then the rough drafts of that, bringing that together. I know that I do have some consulting that I do, and a little bit of teaching that I do on the side as well. So I may, on my side of the desk, I may go through and make it to where it's suitable for 2 people to sit. That way I can teach off of what I've got going on. I may make it big enough to where if they wanted to bring a laptop, that they could set up a laptop over as well.